Hello, Cardinals. We are studying lesson 7 today, so you'll be creating a page for a green tab. Our topic today is weather maps, and our focus question is, what can you learn from a weather map? Before we do that, we're going to look back at lesson 5 and 6, check for understanding, and your teacher will be going through the answers with you, talking about all the questions that we covered during lesson 5 and 6. The first of which was tornado watch versus warning. You can see the answers in front of you. If you want to go through this and check your own, that'd be great. Surface temperatures, this was a question. There's less heat on the surface near the poles because of the angle of the sun and the amount of distance it has to go through the atmosphere. The light intensity is because of that. We use terms like high and low, or more or less, or thick or thin. And then ocean currents are caused by what factors? Salinity, which is the amount of salt in the ocean, the temperature of the water, and then surface winds. Talking about a vortex, the Coriolis effect causes the wind to curve, and the cold air goes down and the hot air goes up. There's a lot of things you could have put on the tornadoes, hurricanes, and thunderstorms Venn diagram, but this would be some examples that we came up with. And then the final question is, what is a vortex and how does it relate to tornadoes and hurricanes? And we'll be talking about that as a group. As we move into the introduction for lesson 7 is all about predicting weather. Meteorologists predict the weather, and you may have wondered how they do that. They use information like air temperature, air pressure, wind direction, speed, humidity, and precipitation. They also use things like radar and satellites to observe the movement of clouds on Earth. And those series of images over an amount of time can explain how large storms are moving and predict the path they might take. So we're going to be working in small groups to analyze and discuss some weather maps. You'll be collecting some weather data over the next 5 days within our class. We'll be discussing that also. And then we'll be looking at some weather maps and talking about how the systems track across the United States. So it's important to understand where the weather is coming from and also where it's going. So here's a series of maps that we'll be talking about. So our to-do list today is, first of all, we're going to be going through the check for understanding. There is a quiz tomorrow, and then the second thing you need to do is we'll be working through steps 1 and 2, pages 102 to 105 in your textbook, to talk about how weather moves across our country. If you have any questions, please let your teacher know, and have a great day, Cardinals.